In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to download and install R in RStudio. Before we get started with any of the lessons, we really need to make sure we have the right software. Let's go to this website, www.r-project.org, and then you can see on the left there's a link that says Download Packages, which is the CRAN link. Now, CRAN stands for the Comprehensive R Archive Network. There are servers all over the world that host the R software and packages, mostly at research institutions. When you first install a package, you will be prompted to select a CRAN mirror. Generally, it is good to pick a location which is closer to you so that the download is quick. Since I'm based in Chicago, I will download R from somewhere in the United States. If I scroll down, you can see there are many links for USA, and I'm going to download from Indiana University. You're given options for which operating system you want to download R for. I'm using Windows, so I'm going to click on that link. Then make sure you click on the base subdirectory because this will give you everything you need to start R. And then lastly, click the download link. So we're now downloading R. In the video, we're going to cut forward to when the download is finished, and then I'll show you how to set it up. The download is finished, so now let's make sure to open up the setup file. And I'll walk you through the steps. Select the language of your choice. Next. Hit next again. Select the folder where you would like to install the software. I have it on my machine already, so it's telling me the folder already exists, but I'm just going to install in that folder anyway and overwrite whatever is there. And then you can do a customized startup, or I highly recommend just accepting the defaults and let R do the rest. So we're all finished. Now we can open R and give it a first look. You should see it here in your start menu, or if you created a desktop icon, you can go there to open it up. Okay, so this is the base R graphical user interface, or R GUI. Now it looks rather plain. There's some information about R, followed by a command line, which is this red arrow with the blinking cursor. This window is called the console, and when we switch to RStudio, you will see a similar window. At the command line, this little red arrow is where we execute lines and commands, including sourcing code. Sourcing code is what we do when we have written a script containing many lines of code, and we want to execute the script all at once instead of entering it into the command line one by one. We'll talk about this more later. There are many options for better R interfaces, and in this course, we'll be using RStudio. Go to rstudio.com. So to download RStudio, it's actually very easy. You can just click the Download Now button underneath the powerful IDE for R. I'm going to download the RStudio for desktop, and it will recommend which one to use for your system. You might want to check to make sure that it's appropriate. I'm using Windows XP, so this looks good to me, and I'm going to download it. Okay, so RStudio is complete, so let's open up the setup file, and we'll go through a similar process to what we did when we set up R. Again, select the destination folder for all the information. And here we go. So now, when you go to your start menu, you should see RStudio. It also might be on your desktop or in this quick menu down here. When you open RStudio, you'll see that it looks much nicer than the R GUI that we